What's up, YouTube? Listen, you're either interested in fixing and flipping or starting your wholesale business and you don't know which one to go with. Well, what I decided to do is I decided to go ahead and bring you along on the final walkthrough on my fix and flip project. Now, in this YouTube video, I'll be breaking down exactly what I spent, some 3 key hard takeaways that I learned the hard way, and which one is better, wholesaling or fixing and flipping. Now, my name is Brandon, guys. I've been doing this for the past 6.5 years. I've done over 400 deals, and I'm gonna go ahead and break this thing down to you. So come on, let's go ahead and get in here. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and start off with the landscaping. Now, landscaping and junk removal actually cost us around $6,780. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and have some pictures on what it looked like before, but the crazy thing is, guys, is that landscaping does play a huge role, especially here in the state of Florida. And you wanna make sure that things are looking real tight, especially because of the first impression that this is gonna give. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, right? But we went with the coffee mulch, some little small palmettos. We stuck with the cream latte color, all right? We went with the double latte for the secondary color as far as the soffits and all that good stuff, all right? All right, guys, the driveway that I'm currently standing on was literally ruptured. I mean, you couldn't even park this far into the driveway, and it was because of this tree right here. Now, this big tree had huge roots that came in through the driveway. So to get this driveway done cost us around $2,500. We had to go ahead and basically break it apart, cut out the roots, throw those away. We had to pour new concrete because we weren't gonna be able to pass inspection. I mean, and think about it, right? How would you buy a house where you can't even park all the way in? So anyways, when it comes down to fixing and flipping versus wholesaling or any business, what I want you to make sure you're doing is that you're literally looking at these 3 key indicators. Number 1 is going to be TOI, time on investment. And that's just gonna be the time that you're spending to get that money back. Number 2 is going to be EOI, effort on investment. And that's just basically gonna be effort, right, that you're putting in to get back your money. And the last one is gonna be the most important. It's going to be ROI. And that's gonna be return on investment. And that basically just means how much money are you putting in and then how much money are you getting back. So with that being said, let me go ahead and give you a breakdown of what we did here and also how I kind of messed up. Let's start with the master bathroom and bedroom. Come on. All right, y'all, listen. So when it comes down to fixing and flipping, one of the biggest keys is going to be the master bedroom and bathroom and also the kitchen. So when you're looking at a property, you want to make sure that that master bathroom is glowing. Check out this big, nice master closet. This is obviously something that you always want to make sure that you have. Now, with that being said, next thing is going to be that master bathroom. So we actually went with a custom vanity here. All right, guys, you can see his and hers with the black fixtures, a nice LED mirror as well. It's also literally behind the nice covered toilet. And if you guys can see here, this is a beautiful his and her shower with the nice black fixtures as well. We went with the nice sea breeze and the gray textiles with the hint of blue. And this is something that always pops out for people, okay? Now, in this bathroom, guys, we actually spent around, I wanna say $6,000. Just this glass door alone cost us about $1,200. All right, guys, so moving on to the kitchen. Now, as you guys can see, the kitchen came out decent. And what I mean by decent is that there's some things that I would have changed in it personally, but y'all let me know down in the comments below. Now, what we actually did, guys, is that we cut off the peninsula. Now, what does that mean? Well, the old kitchen, if you guys see the picture here, is it actually wrapped around this way. So what we did is that we ended it here at the wall, allowing it to have more space, okay? Now, with that being said, we did the waterfall island, which is also really nice touch. All right, we're going with the nice cyber blue at the bottom, the glacier white cabinets at the top, and we added the hood with the slider stove. So anyways, guys, when it comes down to kitchens, you want to make sure that you're also doing the best that you can to make it as open as possible, have a lot of cabinetry, make it really nice, right? Because this is where a lot of the times people like to sleep and obviously eat. Now, we actually spent not too bad, around $13,000 for this actual kitchen, plus the cabinets that you see in each and every bathroom, as well with the actual countertops. All right, now on the floors, we spent somewhere around $9,000. This is something that I wish I would have went a little bit cheaper on, which actually takes me to the first key takeaway, y'all. Now, the first thing that I did wrong on this current fix and flip project that I traditionally don't do, y'all, is that I went with new contractors. And every single time that you go cheap, it gets expensive, y'all. With that being said, I had one electrician that ended up, dipping out on me. He still to this day hasn't paid me that money, so I lost a $2,000 deposit. And I had to hire another electrician midway to go ahead and come in, do the work, figure out what he did or didn't do. So that's gonna be problem number one that I ran into, that I wish I would just stick with the ones that I already know, the ones that take deposits up front that actually work, and do it in the way that I think is the best way to do it. So hiring contractors that you trust and not going cheap is gonna be key takeaway number one. Let me go ahead and show you the other bathroom, y'all. All right, guys, so right behind me is actually 2 bedrooms. Now, these 2 bedrooms at one point in time actually shared a half bathroom, which is this one right here. So let me go ahead and break down what we actually did. So the only way to access this half bathroom was actually going through each bedroom or each individual bedroom, which is not good. I mean, if you need somebody to use the bathroom, would you like for them to go ahead and go through your room to do that? So what we decided to go ahead and do is that we decided to go ahead and make it a full bathroom. So this was a wall here. We went ahead and opened this wall, and this space that you see here was actually the closet to this bedroom. So what we did is that we went ahead and made the closet, right? We made the closet into this nice space, obviously, to where you can use the bathroom. Here's the actual toilet, the vanity. We also went with the nice glacier white, the nice Carrara quartz, the LED mirror, right? And then this part was the original half bathroom, and we made this the walk-in shower. So one key tip, guys, when it comes down to properties, is that bathrooms are actually a little bit more important than bedrooms. And I say that to say, imagine you live in a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. Let's just say there's 6 people in the house or 5 people in the house, right? 2 in the master, and then maybe the other 2 are being occupied as well, right? Now imagine having to share 1 bathroom for a whole family. So we decided to go ahead and put this here, and I think it came out great. Y'all let me know what you think about the colors, what you think about how we did that floor plan to give the house some more value. All right, guys, now the second key takeaway where I went completely wrong with this flip is going to be materials. We actually spent close to $30,000 in just materials. And something that I never do, guys, is rely on Lowe's and Home Depot. But unfortunately, because I had other things going on during the current fix and flip, and Home Depot was across the street, I allowed my contractors to go over there and do what's called a phone sale. Now, this can be very convenient at times, but just for example, guys, when it comes down to just little door handles, right? Let me go ahead and show you this really quickly, right? These little cabinet handles, guys, at Home Depot is actually around $7 just for one. Whether on Amazon, you can get like a 30 pack for literally less than 150 bucks, right? So having to go ahead and have the conveniency of using Home Depot to get quick things literally just ran up a whole tab, and we could have went a little bit less on materials, which also would have left room for profits and a lot more time for things to get done the correct way. So unfortunately, that's another loss that I took, and that's gonna be number 2, y'all. All right, guys, now your average fix and flip takes somewhere around 3 months to go ahead and get done, and then typically around another 30 to 45 days for it to close and to get funded. And that's for somebody that's pretty experienced. Now, the cool thing is that we actually finished this property in around 79 days, so it didn't take too long, but that is also gonna be a key indicator when it comes down to fixing and flipping versus wholesaling. Now, with wholesaling, guys, you don't have to worry about that time frame. All you gotta worry is for when it closes, you get funded, and that cash check is yours, versus you having to deal with the management, right? The headache, and also hoping that there's so many variables, so many things that go well that the property actually sells. So I would give a big check to timeline when it comes down to wholesaling. All right, guys, so the other cool thing about this is that all of the bedrooms are on this side of the house, and the master bedroom is on the other side of the house. So there's 3 bedrooms over here, plus the 3rd bathroom. Come check it out. All right, guys, so quick tip. When doing a fix and flip, you want to make sure at least one of the bathrooms has a tub in it. And that's just because of a newborn, because of a child, right? You want to be able to go ahead and cater to everybody. So at this current project, we have 2 walk-in showers with the master and obviously that new bathroom that we created. And then this one, we renovated it and we left it with the actual tub. All right, guys, let me go to take you to the back. The back, we literally did a 360 transformation on. As you guys can see, we added the whole new ceiling with nice textured knockdown. We also added a nice modern touch with the 2 lights as well. Now, landscaping was big here as well, all right? And we replaced all of the screens and even some of the wood because it was rotted away. All right, guys, with that being said, key takeaway number 3 is going to be investing into the actual fix and flip and not being logistical or analytical, but mostly emotional. What I mean by that is the flooring, guys, I like that flooring. So I decided to do that no matter what the price was. And I could have literally minimized on cost and still made it look really, really good. So what I would suggest to you guys when it comes down to fixing and flipping is making sure that you're doing what the market wants and trying to go ahead and stay under budget and try to do it to a level that makes sense for you monetarily without being emotionally involved and just trying to go ahead and do things to your liking. All right, guys, so I want to go ahead and bust out the computer to give you guys a live breakdown of how the numbers went and why I still think that wholesaling is way better than fixing and flipping in most cases. Now, with that being said, guys, I actually got this property from a wholesaler at $305,000. That was the original purchase price. Now, I typically go ahead and wholesale it to myself so I can go ahead and use that money to get the loan from the hard money lender so I can actually do the fix and flip project. So coming into this deal, I literally didn't have to pay anything out of pocket, not even a down payment. So I got it for $305 and I wholesaled it to myself for $318. So that was a profit of $13,000 that I used towards the closing costs and some fees to get into the actual deal. Also, my hard money lender provided me the funds to go ahead and renovate the property. Now, what she actually put in escrow for me, right, or construction costs was gonna be $50,000. Now, unfortunately, I went over $60,000. So it was a total of $110,000 when it comes down to renovating this property. So let me go ahead and break this thing down. We currently have the property listed at $515,000, and I'll be happy if I can just walk away with $500,000. All right, guys. Now, we're all in somewhere around $464,000. That's including realtor fees, commissions, closing costs, and even paying back my hard money lender and getting back that $60,000, right? Everything's included. So we'll be walking away with somewhere around $30,000 in profit, getting the money that I took out, you know, the 60K, and then paying her back. So based on the effort, the time, and the return on investment, guys, the property came out great. The feedback is great. But unfortunately to me, it just felt like it wasn't worth it all. And this is why I would always make sure that I'm wholesaling and keeping some of those great properties. So let me go ahead and break that thing down to you, right? With wholesaling, you don't need a real estate license. You obviously don't need to have a huge budget or a lender to go ahead and get your wholesaling business going. And 3, you can do this virtually. And that's one of the biggest things that I hate about fixing and flipping is that you do have to come, you have to manage it, you have to stay on top of your contractors, you gotta make sure that they're doing things correctly, because if not, you're the one liable for it. So with that being said, guys, if you like this video, make sure you smash that like button and make sure you subscribe. Comment down below if you like fixing and flipping or wholesaling, right? And what's your overall take on the house? Do you think I did a good job? Well, anyways, guys, I'll see you on the next one, and make sure to follow me on social media. Peace and love.